This is one of the most powerful weapons, and people still overlook this. The power to be able to control your thoughts, actions, and emotions. Something that most people lack these days. It's meditation. First, why should you even learn about meditation? Meditation is just about living in the present moment, not living in the past, not living in the future, but just in the present moment, the right now. Meditation is kind of being one with your body, making peace with your thoughts and emotions. I wouldn't lie if I say right now that I think that meditation is the most powerful weapon for productivity. The focus you get out of it is incredible. When I used to start meditating, I was working non-stop with ease, and I didn't even notice that I was working that much. I can confidently say that my work has been about 30% more productive and more efficient just because of that one habit called meditation. In school, like a year ago when I wasn't meditating, I used to learn and study for hours to get like a B, for example. And now I study for maybe 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes, and I get the same results. That's fucking crazy. And it's not like the tests or like the exams got easier. They actually got way harder. When I would have looked at my previous exams, I would have thought, fuck, those are extremely easy, bro. I wouldn't even have to study for 5 minutes to get this. Because when I wasn't meditating, my brain was just full of shit. I just had thoughts in my mind. I couldn't listen to the teacher. I couldn't do anything. It was like I was trapped with my thoughts. And now, when you're just meditating every day, it's so easy to just turn off those thoughts in your brain and listen to what you want to listen to or to do what you want to do. Just because of meditation, I made so much better choices. I was able to dodge porn whenever it arises. I was able to avoid urges. I was able to quit addictions. And not even by working hard, it was actually fairly easy. Meditation is like that one skill that when you will master it, then you will just master life. Whenever I have arguments or I'm being in a weird situation where I would usually blame other people if I was my old self. Now I have the ability to zoom out in like a third person kind of view and just look at everything as a whole. And then I'm thinking like, yeah, I kind of made mistakes there. I'm taking responsibility here. I'm just learning so much quicker than I would when I wouldn't meditate. I've achieved double or even triple the amount of results in the same time than if I wasn't meditating. So now, let's talk about how you can actually meditate. What I like to do is just do it as my morning routine. So I get up, I just grab my phone, and I just set like a timer. So it doesn't matter if it's just 5 minutes at first or even just 2 minutes. It doesn't really matter how long you meditate. It's always better than 0 minutes. So just set like a timer, like an alarm. Put that to maybe 5 minutes. And then what you want to do is just to sit comfortably in your bed, probably. Close your eyes. And then just start focusing on your breath. Start focusing on how you breathe. And breathe kind of deeper than usual. Breathe into the stomach with your nose and out. And just like in the first few seconds, probably when you first start meditating, there will be some thoughts that come into your mind right away. And your task right now is to just notice those thoughts, to be aware that you're thinking something right now, and then to just return back to focusing on your breath. And you just focus on your breath for whatever the time you've set on your phone says. Now, please don't make the mistake, which most people do, is just get angry and then just lose focus because getting angry is just another thought itself. What you want to do is just not even get angry, just accept the thoughts that you have in your brain. Meditation is not having zero thoughts in your mind, it's having thoughts in your mind, but just returning to the task that you are focusing on. Just want to observe the thoughts that you have in your mind and then just return to focusing on your breath. It's as simple as that, and it has such an amazing impact on your life every single day. What I'm kind of doing is just I'm visualizing myself just holding in my emotions. Just all those emotions, like sadness, anger, happiness. And I'm kind of visualizing how I'm just holding those emotions. And that has actually really helped me whenever I used to get angry again in an argument or just something bad has happened in my daily life. Then I would just visualize myself holding my emotions again. And then I was just able to look at everything as a whole again. And I just saw, okay, there's actually nothing to be worried about. Then you will be such a better person, such a more kind of smart person, just because you aren't letting your emotions decide what you want to do with your day, which is so incredibly important in today's world. Meditation might be something that will someday prevent you from going to jail. Imagine just a man disrespects you on the street, for example. He just says bad stuff to you, and you get like so angry you just punch him in the face. And then you just spend some years in jail. Just because you couldn't control your emotions or yourself, you hurting other people. You can see your family only because you didn't take action on this video. So when should you actually meditate? I'm the kind of guy that wakes up, so I kind of make sure like I'm awake. I'm not falling asleep when I'm meditating because meditation is like relaxing your whole body, just being relaxed in the present moment. And so I'm just making sure, yeah, I'm awake. Okay. And then after I've meditated, I'm just doing my normal routine. I'm just going in a cold shower and whatever. And so you can structure your morning just like I do. You don't have to do it like straight in the morning after you've woken up. It's just what I like to do. Just find what works for you. You might like meditating in the afternoon. You might like to meditate after you've worked out. You might meditate before you work. It's just always different for everyone. So just figure out when you like to meditate and then just go from there. Now, how can you get better at meditating? So, what I kind of like to do is just meditate till failure. So you probably know what just training till failure means. It just means whenever you're pushing really hard on like the bench press, for example, and then you just can't get a single rep anymore. You're just completely tired, your muscles are completely sore, and you can't even get one more rep. That's when you train until failure. It's just the most effective way to build muscle. And you can do the same thing with meditation. What I do, I don't set an alarm, but I set kind of like a timer that tells me how long I've already meditated. So I just press a button, boom, and the timer goes on. And then I just meditate for as long as I want to. At first, I'm like not really getting that much thoughts. At first, I'm like really good at just focusing back on the breath. But then after like quite some time, there will be this time where I'm like constantly having thoughts and I really can't seem to focus on my breath anymore. My mind's just constantly wandering and it's really hard to even focus. And that's the time, okay, I'll give it one more shot. And if in the next minute, I'm still not even like gonna be able to focus on my breath clearly, then I'm just gonna say, okay, that's my meditation for the day. And that's really effective actually. That's a way where I've gone from 20 minutes to 25 minutes in just like a day, 2 days. And that's really powerful. Now for your last action step, I want you to kind of meditate throughout your day. So you wanna have like that one time where you're just meditating in your room. For me, it's like in the morning. And then you also want to have those other times just in your life where you just kind of notice that your mind is like wandering and then you just return on your tasks that you did. For example, work. When I'm like working right now and I'm noticing I have some kind of thoughts in my brain right now, which I usually don't have because I'm more of like a flow state when I'm making those videos, then I'm also doing a kind of ritual of just returning back to that task. Just do that like a few times per day, just once, twice when you start. Because then you will also learn how you can use meditation in your day to day life. So even when you have like an argument, just remember me saying this. Remember me saying you should hold your emotions. Remember the meditations that you've done in the past. And then just think, okay, you don't need to be angry right now. You don't need to get emotions involved right now. Again, just observe what you're feeling right now. And then just take like a deep breath and then think with your brain, but not your emotions. Just kind of have that moment where you almost meditating whenever some situation occurs, for example, an argument, And then just be completely calm and handle it like you should, like you know. You might also have some addictions like porn, for example, like which is really bad, you know it's bad, you don't really want to have it. Meditation might be just the best weapon against that. When you have those urges to get involved in those stupid habits, like smoking, watching porn, all these dumb things, just again observe the urge, observe what changes in your body. What are you feeling? Just like in a meditation, do like a little short meditation when just an urge like this comes, and just observe that, breathe deeply. And guess what? Then you will just become yourself again and you will think like, fuck, I really didn't need to jerk off or smoke or do some bullshit. And then you will instantly seem to be so grateful that you didn't. And then when you do this, like from time to time, you will do this all over again, you will also start to love yourself so much more. Because you're not really the guy that sacrifices his future feelings, because you just wanna watch some porn right now. After that, he will feel shit, but he doesn't give a shit. You will stop becoming that guy, and so your future self will be so much more grateful for you. And so you will develop this healthy thing of just loving yourself because you're actually doing something for your future and your future is grateful. And maybe there will be some situations where you're afraid of the future or just you regret the past. Those things when it's like so unproductive, you're afraid of the test that's coming up. But if you actually notice that those thoughts aren't really helping you, they're just kind of keeping you down, they're making you a little bit depressed, then just like in a meditation, return to the present moment and stop worrying about the shit that's coming or that happened. It doesn't matter what decisions you've done in the past, it matters what decisions you do in the present. If this has helped you, I'll be very grateful if you would subscribe, because I'm also gonna be posting more videos like this that will hopefully change your life. That's the mission of my channel. And I'll take action, because this is where most people stop, and this is why they don't win.